Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a review video, and the review is going to be over the Elite Alpha Trooper that has kind of just been slipping into the US market. They've been in the back of Target, so people have been getting them through the DPCI number. And if we open up the package, box is empty, but it's all nicely packed like that. So you get your Alpha Trooper, you get your pamphlet, which is underneath. It's just a 2-page opening pamphlet with all your instructions in it, how to load, inserting the clip, firing, reloading, and clearing a jam, all the standard stuff that comes with, you know, the usual manual. You also get a 12-round clear Elite clip right here, your Alpha Trooper, which does not come with a stock. I've been asked if it came with a stock or not, and it does not, sadly. So let me cut the twine or cardboard string. I don't really know what exactly to call this stuff, but there we go. It feels exactly the same as an Alpha Trooper. I don't know what many people would expect from that. And let's get the darts out from the dart box in the top of the normal box. So let me get these out and I'll fill up the clip and we'll go from there. For those wondering, the darts I have are a code T. They're a little squishy, not too firm. So if you're wondering about that, now you know. And let's feel the prime on this. Ooh. Alright, I guess I had to break it in a little bit. But just like with the other Elite stuff, you are able to prime and deprime it without the need of a clip in there, which is a nice thing Nerf has done for us. I'm just going to put this in without priming it, because you can do that. Prime it back, prime it forward, let's shoot it the mini fridge. Very nice, no drop. Let's see, I had been told by UK Nerf War that his paint scheme, at least on his Alpha Trooper, looked really, really bad. The white lines were, just looked horrible, and the only big thing I can see on mine is at the front here. There's a little bit of an overlap, but that's about it. The rest of it looks pretty good from what I can tell. No big mistakes or anything that really pops out to me, so maybe they've gotten better as time has progressed. So let's open up the indoor firing range and see how it performs with an Elite clip and an old 18-round magazine from the Stampede. So let me set that up and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I have my Alpha Trooper with me with a Retaliator stock on it, so I can shoot from shoulder height and give you the parallel to ground ranges from my shoulder height, because when I slam fire I usually like to do it from the hip. I have the clip that came with the Alpha Trooper filled up with Elite darts, and I have a Stampede clip filled up with streamlines for about half of the way, and then Elite darts the rest of the way. So let me put one in and we will see how it does. Alright, I'm going to start with the Elite darts first. I'm going to shoot them one at a time and then I'll slam fire for the rest of the way. So let's see how they do single fire. Alright, so they're hitting about a middle, if not slightly up and down from the middle of the sheet. Alright, now I'm going to slam fire the rest of these darts, and if it's anything like how the old Alpha Trooper was, they're actually going to get better ranges and faster velocity when you slam fire. So let's see how they do it this time. Alright, there's that, and now let's see how streamlines do out of this. Alright, one at a time, and then I'll slam fire into the Elite darts. Alright, well the streamlines are doing horrible so far. Single fire. Let's see if the slam fire increases their range any, and that will progress into the Elite darts. So here we go. Big difference. Very, very clear and big difference between the streamlines and the Elite darts. I suggest you only use Elite darts with the Elite Alpha Trooper for this one. So let me move the range and pick up the darts, and I'll be back. A few things to note about the Elite Alpha Trooper. When you first put your clip in, or when you're about to take it out. I know for a couple blasters, they can pop out relatively easily. But with the Elite Alpha Trooper, that's not coming out at all until you pull on the release, and it comes out very, very smoothly and very, very easily. And this is, it's the same with all clips. Hard to pull out until you pull the release, and then it's super, super simple. One thing that I don't really like too much, but it doesn't bother me like a lot, is the prime is a little crunchy on the first part. That initial right around here is a little crunchy, but when you start slam firing, it's very, very smooth, almost frictionless. It's super, super simple, very nice. I love it. Though my complaint about the Alpha Trooper still stands, and I really don't like the foregrip on these. If I had a Rampage or Raider grip on the front, that'd be perfect, and I would be in love with this 100%. But I don't like how this is. It just does not feel comfortable in my hand at all. People with smaller hands might love it, but I don't. I'm glad they have this lip on the bottom here, because that is the only thing really going for it. I didn't like the rough cup grip, and this just reminds me of it because my hands are really big, so I kind of have to, before I fire, I kind of have to figure out what's more comfortable for me. So I usually end up doing it like thumb over the top, but I really don't like the front area, but some people are going to like it. I just don't. Besides that, it's great. If you love the Alpha Trooper, you're going to love the Elite Alpha Trooper, and this is probably one of the best blasters overall for HVZ still, just with much, much better improvements since it's direct plunger and not reverse plunger anymore. So yay, no more reverse plunger nonsense. So yeah, if you're a fan of the old Alpha Trooper, go out and buy it. There's no reason you shouldn't. If you're an HVZ player, go out and buy it. There's no reason you shouldn't. If you've been using the Rampage, go out and buy it. There's no reason you shouldn't get it. It is the one of the top 3 HVZ blasters in my opinion. I say it's tied up there for first with the Stampede. That's just my opinion, but yeah, I love this thing. It's great, and I'm glad I finally got one. So there you go. That's the Elite Alpha Trooper, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll make another one for you later. Blah.